Hello and welcome to Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast. I'm Mike and I play with one Pokemon on the field.
I'm Kevin and I refuse to play Series 5.
Oh no, Kevin. Oh no. Oh, you haven't heard. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I want to welcome everybody to Pokésports. We're in the middle of September now. Series 6 started not 2 weeks ago. And we're having some issues, and we cannot wait to get into that today. But first, we do have to say that if you are listening to this on Twitch live, welcome, hello, good to see you. Today is Sunday, September 13th, otherwise known as there it is, National Peanut Day. It's National Peanut Day. Everybody grab a peanut. If you're not allergic, grab a what do people who are allergic to peanuts eat? Almond. Everything else.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. And go enjoy that. I've been really enjoying the food ones because I get to mess with like Pokemon that may enjoy it. So like I've got a Copperajah on the screen right now, and it's just looking like it's so ready. It's ready to go to town on them peanuts right there.
I feel like Copperajah eats like bolts and nuts, like the metal kind.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
But
it eats gears.
Still nuts though.
Real talk, peanuts are amazing.
Yeah. I've gotten really into putting peanut butter, like a scoop of peanut butter just on anything. So like I'll take a banana and maybe put like a little bit of peanut butter on that and eat that. I've tried it with ice cream. It's actually delicious with ice cream.
I've taken some ketchup, put some peanut butter on that.
Yeah, dude. Give me that hamburger, coat that with peanut butter. We're good. That's disgusting.
Wait. You're laughing right now about that. But there's a burger joint near me that has a peanut butter burger.
Really? Are we talking Five Guys?
Not bad. I don't know. No, they have peanuts on the side. Right?
Yeah.
This is like a local place. They just put peanut butter on the bread.
Mm-hmm.
It's got cheese, got lettuce, got all that funky stuff.
Like it's actually
peanut butter on the bread. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Really?
It was an experience.
Okay. Well, I guess I have something to try. I was like legit joking about that. I did not consider.
Welcome to America.
Yeah. Right? Welcome to America, where we thought of one thing and another thing and smashed them together. And if you are listening to us on Wednesday, September 16th, it is National Guacamole Day. Speaking of food, you know, I hadn't had guacamole until like, I want to say probably 5 or so years ago now.
Do you have avocados in Canada?
Every now and then.
Sometimes.
More so now.
Guac is so good. Do you like guac, or is it that one of your exquisite tastes?
It was until I actually tried it. Until I went to my first like burrito joint and they gave a bowl of guacamole with my chips, and I was like, all right. I'm beside like a girl I liked at the time or something. And I'm like, all right, I need to impress them. I'm going to eat the green stuff. And it was like actually delicious. So
Mike was like, ew, it's green.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Cause I'm also a toddler. Like, you know,
it's green. No.
That's
Pokemon,
it.
folks.
But
hello.
You've had an experience with guacamole, right?
Oh, I love guacamole. So good.
Is this something?
It's weird because I don't like onions.
Oh, really?
But I love guac. Yeah, onions are disgusting. They're just like the devil's vegetable.
I've recently gotten into putting onions on things. I've realized how much it actually like brings out the taste in things. And you know, once you have something with onions that didn't usually have onions, it changes your whole world.
Here's the thing, I can eat a Celebi, right? But it has to be grilled. It has to be fried, caramelized. Something like that. I'm not going to eat a raw Celebi. Like, that's just disgusting. It's overpowering. I'm trying to keep this on Pokemon, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing
Celebi
a great
is
job.
Overpowered. Yeah, you're right.
Celebi is an onion.
Celebi is overpowered. Continue.
So, yeah. I can eat an onion, but you gotta make it good.
Onion rings are pretty good, though. But those are different, right? Like, that's in the category of do something to the onion first, right?
Yes, that's the category of, like, soak it in fat and oil for a while.
That's
and
it.
Tastes good.
That's it. Soak almost anything in fat and oil and you're good. Speaking of soaking things in fat and oil, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some Pokemon. Today, I've got to tell you about this little guy here, Silvally. Silvally water. Silvally, like I feel like Silvally at this point is a like major friend to the podcast because we've talked about Silvally like at least I want to say 15 out of the 45 episodes that we've had. Silvally water is moving from PU to PUBL. That's like basically all the Smogon news.
It's moving from trash to less trash.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. You can't use it in super trash because it's too good for super trash. But no, I mean, Silvally is just a good Pokemon. I've actually seen it used a little bit more in Series 6. And for this entire episode, I've actually had Picolytics up the whole time so I can fact check myself as I talk. And Silvally is actually number 111 at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Normal Silvally.
Yeah.
All the other forms have not even
just
made
not touched it. Yeah. But I have seen it in certain battles, and that's been kind of fun.
I'm actually surprised Silvally Grass hasn't made a little bit of an uprising because of how many grass types they took out. It's an offensive grass type. It has the same stats as a Kingdra if you think about it.
That, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I mean, what decent attacks are you actually going to put on that? Especially for VGC, it just doesn't have. Oh, you know what? So I always get parting shot.
Explode.
Yeah, but that's why Silvally normal is the thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
People just don't even put like you don't have to put an item on it because it just defaults to normal. You put a normal gem on that, and you get normal gem explosion.
Isn't it so weird how they've removed all the other gems but kept normal?
They're like, all right, we'll give you one. We know you like exploding, so we'll let you keep that. But flying gem, too much. Way too much.
You remember flying gem acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so good.
Have the super powerful first acrobatics, and then next turn you can just keep on acrobaticsing.
That was Gen 5, folks.
Welcome to Gen 5. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of all that was going on in Smogon this week. But I do want to, as I was kind of looking through what was going on in Smogon, I came across something that I've seen, pretty often. And that would be the 1v1 competitions. There are 1v1 competitions out there. Specifically right now, DPP, Diamond Pearl Platinum, and ADV, which is just, I guess, advanced for Gen 3. They have their own 1v1 series. What it is, basically you pick 3 and you go into battle with 1. It's all done through Pokemon Showdown, and it's all recorded through Pokemon Showdown and all that. I thought it was really cool. And I thought, you know what, maybe I'll participate in the next one. Because I've seen them often. Would you do a 1v1?
Yeah, those are quick.
They are quick.
They don't take a lot of time. Not a lot of commitment on my part, so definitely.
Yes. I imagine for that they would do a lot of like cores. And just like fire. Yeah, you know,
like Dragon Fairy.
Exactly. And then just like make it really tough for people.
That's fair. There's also some really broken 1v1 Pokemon, like Sableye is pretty busted.
There are a lot of bans actually in 1v1s.
Sableye is probably one of them.
Yeah.
Because it's so busted. Yeah, that's what I figured. You just trick a Choice Scarf and then disable whatever move you lock them onto and then win the game through struggle. Like,
right.
It's so easy.
Yeah, for sure. Just looking through the DPP ban list. Wow. So we've got like what? Sableye. I'm looking for Sableye. No, actually, Sableye has been unbanned. Oh, that's an Oras though.
So here's how you win, guys.
Tell me.
Recover, trick. What is it? Recover, trick, disable, and that's pretty much all you need.
Yeah, that's it. Porygon Z is banned.
Actually, Sableye is one of the mascots on the screen you have right now.
No, that's true. So it's probably not.
It's probably
Mega Sableye is banned in Oras though. So that's something.
I wonder what that did. That was so scary. Oh, Prankster. Oh wait, no, it gets Prankster. I don't got Magic Bounce?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Porygon Z is banned in DPP though.
One shots everything.
Which is, I thought that you would enjoy that one to know that Porygon Z is actually not the right fit for that. All right, so that's Smogon. But what we're really here to talk to you guys about today is this guy right over here. So welcome everybody. Woo, we are in the advent of Pokemon Players Cup 2. It's happening. It's happening. Signups are between September 10th and September 24th. Competition period is Friday, September 25th and 27th. And then I suppose they're doing the same kind of thing where they take the top group and do a elimination stage with them as well. But there, when the news came out, it was a little strange. It was a little strange because all of the documentation for it said that it was going to be Series 6. But if you actually went in game and tried to register your team, it would tell you that it's doing Series 5. And people were kind of going back and forth between that. People on Twitter were expressing their opinions, thinking, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. We were giving our own opinions as well. It turns out that they had actually made a mistake on the written side. I had thought that it was a mistake on the programming side because maybe it was programmed like before Series 6 actually began, or maybe it was programmed with the same rule set as the Players Cup before, which was Series 5. But no, it was actually a mistake on the written side. They had said Series 6 instead of Series 5. So Pokemon Players Cup 2 is actually going to be done with Series 5 rules. And there were a couple people on Discord who actually, one person, J Pedromed, said, if it's actually Series 5, I'm going to use all the banned Pokemon out of spite. And now you're going to have to. Kevin, what do you think about this whole situation?
So, to be honest, I don't even know why we need a Players Cup 2.
Oh.
Because I kind of feel bad for who I forgot his name. Santi, who won Players Cup 1.
Yeah, that's right.
Because dang, his reign was kind of short-lived. Like, we already have a second one.
Yeah.
So I just think it kind of takes away from his victory. I kind of feel bad. He still gets like the travel reward, which is probably all he was playing for.
Right.
I think the rewards are also the same. You get the travel reward. But yeah, I guess this is nice. Hopefully I can qualify again and not just lose.
I mean, right. It was funny actually. He made a tweet and basically saying like, okay, I guess I'm dusting off that team again to use that. I said I didn't think he put out a tweet on September 10th. He said, I didn't think I'd have to defend my title so soon, but here we are, excited to have more online competitions at least. And I agree with that. I agree with what you were saying too. It's like, it's unfortunate that, they're kind of moving past it so quickly, and they don't really give him that kind of time to, savor his win. But
he won less than a month ago.
Right? It just finished airing 2 weeks ago?
It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So short.
Yeah.
But.
I mean, just 24 hours. He hasn't even had time to finish a team report for it. He put together an 18-page team report that he put up on Nimbasa City Post less than a day ago today.
Oh, dang.
So
he probably doesn't even want to use that same team now.
Because I've written it to death. But no, it's a little important. Personally, I'm a little upset at what this says, at what it means when TPCI is like, okay, we're going to be playing with Series 5. Because I mean, sure, there's definitely the side of, the community who's like, no, I didn't like Series 6 anyway. All those bans kind of sucked and it made the game, too different for my taste. And this is something that I know and something that I had grown with for 5 series. And I get that. And that makes sense. But they made a decision to, spice up the game a little bit. For better or for worse, they made a decision. And you can't just kind of go back on that less than 10 or less than, well, in this case, 11, 10 days into Series 6. To say okay, no, we're done with that. No, don't worry about that. We're going to be doing Series 5. What am I going to be doing for the rest of Series 6? Playing Series 5. Obviously playing Series 5.
The thing here is kind of same. I'm mad as a content creator as well, but we'll get into that later
Oh
on.
yeah, that's true.
The the thing is, the reason why I'm actually not too angry about it. I'm upset because I would rather play Series 6 at this point. I know there's a lot of differing opinions. Half of the people in our chat right now probably feel one way. Half people probably feel another. I know our Discord is super split also.
Yeah.
So I think I'm on the fence that I'm playing a lot of Series 6 and I've played already 100 plus games in Series 6. I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of it. I have no idea what Series 5 is like. I played a couple of games with some for some coaching sessions on Series 5 because they want to practice for the Players Cup. I felt so out of it. Like I forgot what all the threats were. I forgot what everything does. I forgot what lives this, what lives that. It's only been 2 weeks and I've already forgotten everything. But the thing is, like, yeah, Series 6 is such a big change and it does spice the game up a lot. But I think we at least had to be grateful that they didn't spice up the game right before a major competition.
Yeah.
Like they let Series 5 play out. And then, I mean, honestly, it could have just stopped right there. And then this next 2 months could have just been straight spice until, Crown Tundra drops.
Crown Tundra.
But the thing that I'm thinking, at least, is probably the reason why the Series 6 rules were even included in the doc is because that's what the finals is going to be, right? Because there is the qualifiers and then there's the finals, which is like the bracket. So probably Series 6 is going to be the bracket if I had to guess. The qualifiers are just going to keep a Series 5 simply because maybe people don't have teams 10 days into the new series.
You know what? That's an interesting point. I'd never thought about that. The previous Players Cup. Yeah, that's right. It was
Series
4.
Yeah.
Was Series 4 for groups and then Series 5 for bracket.
The actual Players Cup. Yeah, that's what I feel like it's going to be. And I mean, at the same time, what a lot of people are, I guess, going for, like, thought process wise, it's like, oh, Series 6 is dead. It's technically not dead. It's going to be your series until the end of 2 months, right? Once these 3 days happen, not everyone is going to make it into this thing. So after those 3 days of Series 5 are over, then 90% of the player base, or even 95% of the player base, is just going to go back to the Series 6 because there's no point to playing Series 5 anymore. The only people that are going to continue playing Series 5 are those that were the top 256 from each region, except for Oceania, which is like 128.
Well, and even then, they can assume that whatever they're moving into is going to be the Series 6, and then they can just keep on playing Series 6 anyway.
I feel like they should tell us, right?
Yeah,
that should be something they tell us. And then, like, probably once Players Cup is over, that's when official Series 7 starts, I guess. I highly doubt they're going to introduce Crown Tundra and then make the finals of their major competition Crown Tundra, because that's what we call a gigantic change when you add all of those legends into the metagame.
Yeah. I guess it was just kind of strange timing that their competition goes a month into their next series and the competition is their previous one. If they had kind of timed it out differently and had the end of August, say, be Players Cup 2 qualifiers, and then have a month into Series 6 or, close to the end of Series 6 be the actual competition, then that could have been a more seamless approach and not have people think that, they're taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I mean, but I mean, hey, there's still a bunch of things that you can do to prepare for Series 5. Unfortunately for TPCI, not having a Series 5 ladder is going to be kind of tough for them. And I think they're probably going to lose a lot of people for at least the next month to Pokemon Showdown, which has always kind of been a back and forth kind of deal. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's easier to practice over there, right? So,
I mean, honestly, I would honestly say it's not even good practice because most people on the VGC 2020 ladder are using Series 6 teams still. Like I've played like tens of 20s of games like just today.
Yeah.
And probably encountered like 4 Series 5 teams. And it's just like, oh, okay. So it's not even good practice because no one's going to be running series. Like, you close the floodgates and you open them right back up. Everyone's going to be bringing banned mons. There's no way they don't.
Right. Right. Of course. But I mean, what else are you going to do? Right. You're going to you can play with friends, right? You can still,
join the Discord, play there.
That's basically like, this is a good time for us, I would say. Cause this is like, we open ourselves up to be the group where people can come in and actually battle. And that means that more people are joining the Discord, and that's really cool. I don't know. I like that.
That's a good time for us.
I want to ask you a question, but you know what? I think we're running pretty close to the break right now. So let's take a break. And then when we come back, I want to know, what your idea of putting together a Series 5 team now that you're a couple weeks into Series 6 is. I want to get that from you, but we'll get that in a little bit when we come back from the break. We'll see you in a bit. And we're back. Hello, everybody. Just been chatting with everybody in the chat for the past little while. Some good conversations there. One thing that I sticks out in my mind was something that DBrun16 said. We kind of mentioned it, but they say everyone talks about trash talk in Showdown, but I rarely meet anyone that even chats at all in Showdown. Kevin, you said that you don't see a lot of trash talk. You don't do a lot of trash talk. Do you see any trash talk?
Sometimes. Yeah, you get those people that are like, wow, lucky, GG, scrub. I've gotten scrub a couple of times. I guess
true.
That's a new. I feel like I'm back in 2014.
Yeah.
Scrub.
No, I mean there are definitely a lot of people who need to kind of get their one word in. They're just like, wow, or okay. And like, even though they're just saying two letters, you know what they mean.
Okay, I have to confess.
What?
I say lol K sometimes.
Lol K. Yeah, that's fair.
LOL K.
You know what? I think that phrase conveys enough saltiness. I think they get it with that,
There's no other way to interpret that phrase.
No. Yeah. Before we get back into the question that I wanted to ask you, there was something else that I wanted to say about Picolytics. So I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but on Picolytics, because right now I'm going back to Series 5 and I'm going to VGC 2020 Series 5. And I'm like, okay, what Pokemon should I be using? What sets should I be using? The things that use Picolytics for. They've actually updated it such that you can filter Series 5 by rating amount, which is something that I've always been so curious of how they could actually implement, or when they would actually implement it. But now they have 4 different places that you can do. You can either do from 0 rating up, you can do from 1500 rating up, you can do from 1630 up, and you can do from 1760 up. And I assume that that's a certain percentile of players. Honestly, although the top 10 is rather similar, they do change quite a bit. Like Rillaboom is number 1 under the 1500 plus rating average, but it's only number 1 from like 26.97% of teams using that versus 1760 plus, where like 29.99% of people use Rillaboom, but that's number 3 on that list. You've got Incineroar and Togekiss. Togekiss being 46% of teams 1760 plus are using Togekiss. So that's telling me that like the winners, the big people on Showdown are using Togekiss.
You want to see a gigantic, drastic change?
Yes.
Go to 15. If you go to 1500, right? Find Cinderace, top 5, right?
Yep.
Move up
16%.
to 1630. It goes up
where
to
to go?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Top 9. Move it up to 1760. It kicks it off the top 10.
Wow.
Like, Cinderace is just not a popular Pokemon highlighter.
See, but what's interesting is that statement is correct, but it's also Cinderace is at the same percentage. 16% of teams use Cinderace 1500 plus. 17%. That's higher. 17% of people use Cinderace 1630 plus, but it moved down from 5th to 8th. So that means more Pokemon are being used alongside Cinderace, I guess, but Cinderace is still used in the same frequency.
There's also a lot more Pokemon in 15 plus than there is in 1760 plus. I meant
People are
Pokemon. I meant
experimenting.
people.
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 Oh, yeah.
More people in general. The sample size is very different. But that is a good point. But like, I guess more people are using different Pokemon the higher rating you go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, actually, I guess so. There's a lot more variation at the like, I want to say 3rd to 6th slot. But like top 3 are so much more solidified on 1760 plus. Because again, that's Togekiss 46%, Incineroar 36%, Rillaboom 30%. Like that's crazy high for the top players. So I mean, I guess Series 5 we can expect to see, or not Series 5, Players Cup 2, we can expect to see a ton of Togekiss, just like always.
There's also some skill level to some of these Pokemon. Notice how like more difficult Pokemon to use, like Incineroar. I want to say yes, Incineroar is more difficult to use than the Cinderace guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's also more difficult to use than a Rillaboom because Incineroar actually requires you to play slow and pivot and have smart switches.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, when a person plays slower, it kind of shows that they know the game very well because they're able to play slow and still win the game.
Right.
And rather than just OHKO your opponents, you just whittled them down inch by inch until you just have nothing but board control. So it's interesting how the higher the number goes on the ladder, the more percentage of Incineroar is used.
You are just so into Incineroar, huh?
I hate that thing, but I understand why it's good.
Yeah, that's fair. But that is true. that is the one Pokemon, that and Togekiss. And Togekiss kind of falls under the same category as what you were saying for Incineroar, where 1500 is the lowest percentage, 1630 is the higher, and 1760 is the highest. Like Togekiss at low levels is just really good at attacking, but at super high level, that's when you've got people using Follow Me and Yawn and all of the supporting moves that make it like truly disgusting.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Togekiss requires a brain, guys. Believe it or not.
I would agree. Dusclops too, I would say, right?
That's fun. Yeah, well, Dusclops is still good. It'll never go anywhere.
Yeah, Dusclops is around for a while. On that note, Dusclops is one of the more used Pokemon in Series 6, contrary to how I thought. It's currently sitting at number 5 on... Actually, no, that one was the one that I thought. Amoonguss is the one that... Oh, man, that just... It breaks my heart. Anyway, Dusclops sitting at number 5 on Series 6. Of the Series 6 Pokemon that you've been using for the past 2 weeks, do you see any of them seeping their way back into the Series 5 meta for Players Cup 2?
I do think that with Series 6 being out, people were exposed to a lot of Pokemon that they wouldn't consider earlier on. I think a couple of the big ones that stand out to me are Pokemon like Ferrothorn, Pokemon like Serena, and how oppressive Serena can be with Queenly Majesty. Queenly Majesty is just the better Psychic Terrain because it affects flying Pokemon too.
Right. Of course, and to clarify so you don't get crucified in the comments, Queenly Majesty with Serena beside Primarina. You said Primarina, or did you say Serena?
I don't
know. You might have actually said
Serena,
and my brain told me Primarina.
They're both the same Pokemon.
They're both the same Pokemon. Primarina's a queen.
You guys know what we mean. They're both Inas. They're both good. Primarina is probably another one that's going to come back. It's going to seep in through Series 6 because it is just that good.
That's fair.
Amoonguss is that good. Dusclops will always be around. Pokemon like that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I wish Players Cup, and maybe they did, and I didn't actually see this, but I don't think they did. I wish they had put out usage stats. Did they put out usage stats?
For what?
For Players Cup. The first one.
Oh, beats me. I didn't see any.
Yeah, I didn't see any either. You'd think that one would be more widely shown. But no, I'm going to go under the assumption that they didn't. And people in the chat can tell me if not. But they did have usage. Okay, sweet. I'm going to need a link to that. Ooh. because I'm curious to see what the usage stats for Players Cup 2 and the usage stats for Players Cup look like. Like
compare and contrast.
Yeah. Like, is Series 6 going to actually have any influence on Series 5, or are things like Ferrothorn just like completely not going to be used because people are like, oh no, Togekiss is coming back with Heat Wave. Oh no, Incineroar is coming back with Incineroar, and Cinderace is coming back because of Cinderace, and they just won't bring them at all.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire types coming back in.
Yeah. Like Ferrothorn, I'm scared of. Serena, same kind of problem. Like,
I hear Mike, I found it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm interested.
It's exactly what you expect it to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I don't think I've actually seen this. So Rillaboom is obviously
this is since
number
week
1.
by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So Rillaboom 48%, Incineroar 47%, Togekiss 44%. I'm just going right over your screen there. Bye, Kevin.
No way.
Yeah. So that's I'm expecting it to be the same.
It's exactly what you thought it was gonna be, folks.
Yeah.
The one I'm not looking forward to seeing again is Dragapult. Dragapult's so oppressive because it's so fast, and it just pretty much makes every other dragon type in the game not a Pokemon.
You know,
I don't like that.
It had been 13 days into Series 6, and I forgot that Dragapult was a Pokemon.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. And so this is going to be a rude awakening for me come the end of the month when I play this tournament.
What did you miss in Series 5? That's a good question.
Whimsicott. Without even thinking,
Yes.
I can absolutely say Whimsicott. Whimsicott was one of my favorite Pokemon to use beside almost any Pokemon. Beat Up was great. Tailwind was great. Fake Tears on Whimsicott was really, really cool. But no more.
I missed Tyranitar so much. I had such a void in my stomach because there was no Tyranitar in the game.
You know, I've been playing a little bit more with Trick Room and Dusclops and Rhyperior, and I have a new appreciation for Tyranitar through doing that, because Max Rockfall setting up Sand to get the special defense boost on your rock types, that is so choice.
It's disgusting. That's
it's
why
so
I love
good.
It. 50% increase to your defenses, and I think Tyranitar already has like a stupidly high special defense.
Well, more than Rhyperior anyway.
Yeah, Rhyperior is like base 50, like Tyranitar. I don't know off the top of my head. It is base 100. Like
that's a lot.
That's why Tyranitar is the best counter to PZ, folks. It doesn't matter, it has 4,000 weaknesses. It literally doesn't matter. Those Pokemon stats are just so choice.
It also doesn't matter because you're well, actually, no. I was about to say your only big weakness is countered by like the top 3 in the meta anyway. So most people are bringing their Togekiss to counter whatever wants to take down a Tyranitar. Where'd you go, Conkeldurr?
Yeah, we needed you. Well, not. Oh, that's another one people are gonna start using again. Urshifu Dark specifically. No one's gonna use water anymore.
Well, that was kind of funny to me actually. Looking at the Players Cup 2 logo, we've got the Urshifu G Max there on the left, and it's the Rapid Strike one, the Max Flow or whatever the G Max move is.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the right, you've got Colossal, and Colossal's like, that one's not going to be used as much, I don't think. That was
Santi's team.
Yeah,
that's why.
I guess so. That's true.
That's the only reason they did
I guess it's going to be used more now, yeah.
But we'll see. Who knows? Rain won't be used anymore. Rest in peace.
Wow, that's actually hilarious. Like looking back at the Players Cup usage, literally all of the Pokemon up to Amoonguss are banned now. Everything from 48% usage to 23% usage. Rillaboom, Incineroar, Cinderace, Togekiss, Tyranitar, Dragapult, Porygon 2. All of them are gone.
Hippowdon.
Hippowdon's gone? Not even
He's
used
back now.
at all.
Never even got a chance.
Yeah, really.
Poor guy. Gyarados is back. That's a big one. Like I didn't think Gyarados deserved to be banned at all. I like Gyarados.
I forgot about Gyarados. I forgot that it was even banned. Yeah.
He's one of those singles mons that got banned because it's broken when you Dynamax.
Casualty of war. Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly.
Wow.
Same thing with Mimikyu.
That's hilarious. So Kevin.
Hello.
It is now September the 13th. Signups for our Pokésports League ended on Friday the 11th, going into Saturday the 12th. So
you missed it, guys.
We're now underway with the Pokésports League, which people have started to call the L33G or L3EG, I should say.
Why does it sound like a day one thing? Or day one is starting something again?
It's the Lethrigue.
Lethrigue. Oh, because it's the third one.
Because it's the third one, because we're 3 months into it. Yeah.
Oh my!
Tofu
I can't wait for
there you go.
I can't wait for the 33rd one. Because then it could be the
league.
Lethrigue.
The Lethrigue. Next month's gonna be the Laforgue. Like it's just not gonna work for the next 30. So that is a tournament that I am very happy to say is actually keeping with current day series rules, and it's going to be like that for the next 2 months. Then the next one after that, the La 5, going to be a series 7. Oh man, I can't wait. Mm-hmm.
I think what we should do for the Liege is that Liege will just follow whatever Battle Stadium doubles is. That makes the most amount of sense.
Yeah, because that's the one you're practicing.
Yeah, that's the one we can actually get on, the ladder with. So it's a good idea.
Yeah. It's fun because getting everything ready and getting the spreadsheet that we use to share to everybody ready. That's a major undertaking. For one night a week for 1 night a month for me. Cause that's like the second it ends, or the second signups end, I'm like, okay, well now I've got to place everyone in teams and now I've got to separate all the teams and get all their team lists ready and send it all out the next morning. So that one's a bit of a head scratcher for me. But now that it's underway, I love looking at the people, discuss their schedules and figure out how they're actually going to do their battles. It's really cool to see.
Yeah. What do you even bring into the league? I guess you could talk about it. It's public.
Yep. I am going to bring, you know what? You talk about yours first, because I don't even remember right now.
Mike's brain's not working.
You're bringing a Pikachu. I know that much.
Yes, I am. Pikachu is not a meme, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anyone says. It's actually not terrible in Series 6. I'm running Pikachu with Serena, Corviknight, Arcanine, Primarina, and Terrakion. So, some spicy stuff. I'm not going to reveal my moves. That's cheating.
Yeah. I'm bringing a Delmise team.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love that thing. I just uploaded it sometime in the past.
I think it was yesterday. Sure.
Mm-hmm. I'll take your word for it.
No, it's good. It's using a Raichu and a Namungus and then Zoomerl and a Delmise. It's really good. I really enjoy using it.
I was just about to ask you about your sets, but I won't do that.
Well, actually, people who are watching me stream on Thursday could have seen me practice with it. The team that I was actually using was going to be my Players Cup team, my league team. I had said then that it probably wasn't going to be, and I wanted to change it. But after streaming on Thursday, I practiced with it a little bit more, and I actually really enjoy it. Practicing on Thursday, though, on stream, dude, Kevin, I had the worst, the worst
ever.
ratio, I guess is the word, the worst win-loss ratio that I've ever had on stream ever. And it was incredibly disheartening.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes, Hey guys, you want to see us lose? Twitch.tv/Pokésports podcast.
That's it. But then, yeah, like I said, I played a little bit more afterwards. Like I took an actual break and had a little nap and woke up and I was like, you know what? Let's try it. And then I did. And I won like 4 in a row. And I was like, all right, there it is.
You took our advice from not tilting. We had a whole episode on that. Just stop playing.
Yeah.
Come back later.
Oh. I will say I did have that kind of moment on stream where I was like, okay, either I can show that I am incredibly sad, because obviously people could see that in my face and my voice and my mannerisms. But I took the time to be like, all right, instead of playing some more, let me talk through how I'm feeling. Let me talk through what this is like. There were a bunch of other people in the chat who were like, I've had this exact same thing happen to me. So that was really, really comforting to hear at the time. But it was kind of cool to just like be like, you know what, I'm having a real tough time and this is not right. This isn't working. And so these are the steps that I'm going to do to actually get better. Then I did the steps and then I played better. Imagine that. Whoa, it happened.
You just turned the stream into a Pokedraw stream.
I don't know if I drew anything that day.
You drew any fun things lately?
I drew Nidoking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I approve.
Yeah. I can't remember who asked me. I think it was Lament asked me to draw a Nidoking with a crown for a crown tundra, obviously. And so I drew him with a crown and had a little, what are things that kings sit on? A throne that he had behind him. But
that's what you're sitting on.
That is what I'm saying. Oh, I love this chair so much. I love this chair so much. Thank you, Joanna. All right.
Sponsored by Joanna.
Sponsored by Joanna. Exactly. Yeah, so that's what happened on Thursday. Kevin, Pokésports.org, how has that been this past week? Tell me a little bit about that.
I've had no time to update it.
Oh man.
But it's got some Series 6 teams on it.
Yeah.
I am currently writing the team report. I'm writing it on the side just so I don't want to just upload it to the site and have like a work in progress sign up while I'm working on it. So I'm just like typing all the fun stuff out, and I'll get all the editing stuff in later when the fun stuff's done.
Mm-hmm.
I got the team of the month. I will not release it yet.
Totem.
I think I'm going to release it. Totem. Oh, that's great.
That's the totem.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
The totem. Oof, totem Pokemon. Marowak. Perfect.
You're going to be pressured to make it a totem Pokemon every single month, though. So I don't know about that.
I mean, that's not that bad. Totem Pokemons are pretty good, except for Toucannon. Remember Toucannon?
No. Remember Raticate?
No.
Yeah.
It's got a mustache. No. Wait, Watchog was in Sun and Moon?
I think, yes. Right? Wasn't Watchog the thing?
Oh, no, you're thinking of that Gumshoes.
Gumshoes. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for dexitting me there.
So many Gen 7 Pokemon that just got forgotten. What was I saying? Yeah, Pokésports.org.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing a new team report. The team will not have a Pikachu on it. Don't worry. It's like an actual legitimate team that are just with literally, like, I have literally the best 6 Pokemon I think will work in Series 6.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Like, I did not, because it was nice making something and not having the content creator mindset and just being like, do people want to watch me use this? Like, it doesn't matter if you want to watch me use this. It's literally
this is what
as
I think
good
is
as
the
it
best.
gets.
Yeah.
It's as good as this gets. Yeah.
So real quick, I know you did mention that we would talk about this. How do you feel about the Players Cup going to Series 5? Just to go back to that for a second from a content creator mindset.
It kind of sucks for a content creator mindset, not gonna lie, because you want to be practicing for Series 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's for content creators that are solely content creators, not that big a deal. They don't really care because they're just gonna keep playing Series 6 until the end of time because that's what's easiest to record.
Yeah.
But for these next couple of weeks, a lot of people are not gonna want to consume Series 6, or maybe they still want to consume Series 6. I don't know.
Well, it's gonna be split like that, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're gonna have their mind focused on competing if they actually want to make it far in the qualifier.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks, but at the same time, from a content creator / competitive player like myself, I would consider myself that because I do still want to attend events and Top Cut and stuff.
Yeah. I would compare that to, like, I don't know, that's a +1. Sounds like another kind of person like that. you know, competitive
or Moxie boosted,
or Moxie, yeah, exactly, for sure.
People like that, they want to upload videos that people want to watch, but at the same time, they also want to compete. And I don't know how enjoyable watching a Series 5 video would be when Series 6 is the technical format. You get me? It's like it's a weird gray area.
Yeah.
I know the majority of our listeners aren't content creators, but I'm sure you understand. You guys probably tried to do something and have people view it in the past. It's like it's a weird.
See, I would almost think that like for us who tries to appeal to the people who are trying to be competitive, you do have that group who wants to be high up on the Series 6 ladder, and also, as you said, assumes that Players Cup 2 finals are going to be Series 6, and so they still want to get that practice in while they can. There's that side of the audience to appeal to, but then there's also the audience who's trying to do well in the group stage, or not on the group stages, in the open qualifiers for PC2. And those people are going to want to see Series 5. And so are they going to go back? Probably not, because the meta has evolved since then. But like, what has the meta evolved into? No one's really going to be able to see. So I don't know. That's going to be a weird one to navigate there.
What also spices this up a little bit is usage stats are going to be kind of weird for this too, right? This is such short notice. We don't really have usage stats to prepare, to gauge on. We kind of just have to go with what we knew prior. Like, it's all a guessing game here, folks.
Which could be good. Which could be a good thing.
I agree. Lack of information sometimes breeds new strength. So that's pretty nice.
That was beautiful.
That was. I grabbed it. I put it on the table. Before
we end things off, there was a really, really good question that was asked in chat that I just want to highlight and bring to the table here. The question was, name's a little inappropriate, so I'm not going to go through with that. But the question was, do you think that the Pokemon Company needs to do a mass rebalance on a load of the underused Pokemon? Pokemon like Mawile, Crustle, Kanto Persian, Dunsparce, just to name a few, are seemingly completely useless compared to the most popular Pokemon, and we never see them on ladder or in cups. Instead, we just see the same 10 to 15 meta choices.
Here's the issue with that. Much like real life, there has to be winners and there has to be losers. There has to be good Pokemon. There has to be absolute trash Pokemon. You don't have a good Pokemon unless you have a trash one to compare it to. So there's no such thing as, I guess, underwhelming Pokemon. They could decide to make subtle buffs and subtle nerfs, but it's really hard to make a Pokemon that's just notorious for not doing anything good in the game. Like, I'll take my favorite Pokemon, for example. Wobbuffet will never be good in doubles. It won't, because you can ignore it the whole game, save it until it's the last mon, and then like destroy it with your 4. That's just the way it functions.
Right.
And there's no real way to change Wobbuffet to make it good in doubles. Like, you can give it as many stats as you want, it's not going to get good because its core strategy is singles. It's a singles Pokemon.
Yeah.
So that's like impossible to change. At the same time, you need fun gimmicky Pokemon like that too. Like, there's a bunch of Pokemon like that. Like Mimikyu's Disguise is like a complete unique gimmick to it. You have Zoroark's Illusion, complete unique gimmick to it. And there are ways to make those Pokemon good, but they really need a backbone, right? Like, you can... I'll use Ashton Cox, for example. He has a thing called Whack Wednesdays. He ran a Munchlax this last Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right.
So, like, that Munchlax... Look at the support he gave this Munchlax. He gave it Aurora Veil. He gave it Curse Setup, Follow Me, Redirection. He gave it everything this Munchlax needed to get Bite KOs. He gave it Trick Room. And, like, that was its attack. It was Bite for flinches and Facade. If you try hard enough, you can make something work.
But so, like, he actually made it work, though.
I mean, he lost most of them, but I think he won once.
Because I thought you were setting this whole thing up to be like, he had all of these things going for Munchlax, and then he lost all the time.
I'm going to go back to my previous statement. There has to be good Pokemon. There has to be trash Pokemon.
I don't know about that. I guess so. It's nice to have a comparison. I think more Pokemon could be good though. I think a lot of Pokemon are just like missing a little bit before they're actually meant to do what they want to do. Turtonator is a big one for me. When I look at Turtonator, I'm like, oh, this Pokemon like should have been good. When they were, bringing it out, they were hyping it up. They were like, this Pokemon's great. This Pokemon's fantastic.
Another fire dragon. Whoa.
But it had like this really cool ability and looks like the really cool signature move. But where is it? You can't use it. So there were a couple of Pokemon are just like missed opportunities in my mind, but that's why different formats exist. It's a symptom of the times. Because of that, different formats exist, like OU and UU and other stuff in the singles and even just Smogon doubles brackets. So hey, I don't know, experiment with what you can there. But I think that's going to be all for us, right, Kevin?
Yeah. I think we're good.
Awesome. As we mentioned earlier, you can always go to Pokésports.org to go and see all of the stuff that we've been doing, like our YouTube and our Twitter and our Instagram. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. That always helps us out. As well as supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/Pokésports podcast. Every single month we do a Pokésports League. We are underway with this league and we have a few battles, maybe 2 or 3, that we are going to be releasing over the next few weeks from the last month's league that we're going to be commentating and putting up there. So that's more stuff for you to go and watch over there. Speaking of Patreon, I want to give a big patron shout out to Ahmed, Alex, Dante, Elijah, Zach, Brian, Carlo, Colton, Lights Out, Lewis, Neil, Reek, Scott, Capin, Alex, Kale, It's a Secret, Jesse, Joseph, Carey, Kevin, Martin, Roixon, Robert, Spencer, Jack, a different Jack, Mohammed Swede, that's his name, Chad, Christopher, Federico, King Boo, LA Caveman, Perry, Ryan, Tristan, and Tofu. No, Kevin, no. Okay. He kept up with tradition. Poured a little bit out.
Pour it for our boys.
Came
back in Series 5.
Pour one out for the boys. Wow. El Scorcho says, don't forget to spill water during page immediately.
I'll do it right now.
Nice. Yeah. All right. That's all, everybody. Everyone have a good week. Mike and Kevin signing off. Bye.
Ubi.